So the ethereal aspect of the cell, right? And I'm not breaking this new, right? Because I'm not advanced. It's slowly settling and dissemination. And so the ethereal aspect of the immortal, they called it The Immortal Cells of Henrietta Lacks, and it's a documentary put on by clinicians or whatever you want to call them. They were able to get better data query from studying a culture growing a pathology, and the pathology grows on the culture. The culture is held in the petri dish with controlled settings, right? There was this one experiment with these mice. Oh God, I can't get into it. It was like a hotel, a mouse hotel or something. There's the possibility to kill a pathology by introducing too much of a good into its ecology. So they made the settings for the mice to thrive, knowing that they would run into each other in packs, like feud or territory. So they started off, there was biting each other. They would have holes and missing in their ear. They represent that they were fighting. Then they took away the food. They accelerated the fighting and everything. Some mice survive, obviously. They nurture it back to the numbers to refill it. The numbers of the mice in the hotel, they clean everything, take everything out, But sooner or later, they want to know the nature of the experiment, because even settling in a new dominion is a kind of a great experiment with them. So they didn't want to ease back into the good times. Really, basically, they allowed a small population of the mice to not be bothered with confrontation. They didn't bite them. They wouldn't mess with them. But those ones didn't eat. The ones that nobody wanted to bite would not eat. They refused. So they're able to set up for the observing mind faster than fucking humans. Then we need a mouse engineer to drive us around like a little fucking operator and fucking hollow out my brain and get a fucking mouse. A little train engineer, like a little hat, and shit. You wave to people like, hey, you back to being charming again. Okay. Back to being a charming individual, because you fucking like you don't get it before mice do. They were like, what? The observing mind, they have to be a conveyance. So the mice were able to convey their quandary. They were able to be like, yo, what is it? You're studying us. What it do? Like, we beat you already. We're over here on the other side, like, of the purpose for experiments and shutting down the experiment. The nature of experiments is that they come to an end. It wouldn't be called an experiment if you don't do it forever. So, thing about fucking extending the pathology of dogs and coming up with useless research and then fucking repeating the cycle, I have to be careful that I'm calling research and what I'm calling data, because the motherfucker, what do they throw out? They only are using the heat, the incinerators, to process the heat from the leftover data that they still have. What did they throw out? Because even if it was useless data, don't you want to go back and see where you went wrong? You keep the corrupted files to look for the interesting emergent behavior. It's not the purpose of experiments anymore. It changed. You know what I mean? But, okay, so look at this fucking hollow head. It's going to extend the pathology and provide all the excuse you need to explain why they get away with doing it again. Aren't you insane if you repeat the process, getting nowhere and expecting results the same way? Okay, and it's the same person who says You're not out the woods yet. Under no circumstances. Go check right now. There's a box of dog collars in his closet right now. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. I will bet that you'll find the box of dog collars in Anthony Fauci's fucking closet. He's a dog fucker. As soon as they turn off the cameras, he gonna fuck that little dog. He gonna put peanut butter on his nuts. He gonna fuck that dog, and it's gonna end up a dog collar in a box. Right now, since I'm not monitoring the dog and I can't see how the dog is doing, he's fucking both dead and alive at the same time. In the quantum aspect, this dog is fucking both dead and alive right now until you see whether or not he's dead or alive. Okay, so how do you like science? Would you like answer the phone if science called now? If science could be like, fuck you, you got me twisted. If I called, then you're gonna know where I ping on. You're gonna know where I answer the phone at. Well, how can I say that talking to a phone? This, I need this. I need the phone now. Can't get rid of it.